Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to Father, Son, and Holy Sport weekly NFL show. It's G-Man and T-Money coming to you live, entertaining you with our style and our take on what you need to know about upcoming NFL Week 0, T-Money. It's Week 0, 1 week away from Week 1 and the start of the NFL and fantasy football, baby.
Woo! Can't wait. Let's get these bets in now so that we can lock it in for the season and see who ends up predicting these the winners of everything this year, man. I'm excited. We're getting fantasy football drafts this weekend. Oh man, it's just right around the corner. I can smell it.
Yeah, and hey, T Money mentioned it. We're making our predictions today. Division and conference champions taking you all the way to the Super Bowl champion. We're making our picks today. You know we can pick them at Father, Son, and Holy Sports. So you better listen up and have some fun. We're going to bring you through it. And let's start out. Let's jump right into it, T Money. Let's go right to the AFC to kick things off here. Let's go to the East. Okay, we're assuming everybody's healthy in this whole prediction thing.
Of course.
Don't say, oh, if he stays healthy. No saying. We can't say if he stays healthy. That's not even part of our vocabulary. So, hey, here we go. AFC East, who do you got?
All right. I mean, I'm putting the betting numbers out here too, just in case people like them. I got the Buffalo Bills to win this division. Okay, right now they're actually second behind the Jets and favored to win the division. So I think you're getting good value here. These guys always have a good defense. They have a solid offense because of Josh Allen. They still have Dalton Kincaid, and they got some good young wide receivers. I think they're going to feature James Cook a lot this year. The Jets, I just don't trust. There's too many question marks. Yes, health is a factor in why I don't believe in them. But I'm saying, even if I think that's a problem with the Jets, I think that they can't stay healthy. They have a very shaky O-line. They have a very shaky quarterback. Their running back's coming off an injury. Mike Williams is their wide receiver too, coming off an injury. Their defense is okay, but has been top defense for a while. Can they continue that? I don't know. I don't trust their coaching. So not the Jets. Miami, they lost a lot of defensive guys. They lost offensive guys. I don't trust them now that they've had to pay Tua. So the Bills just seem in prime position here. Everyone's kind of sleeping on them now that they've been overhyping them for years, kind of underrating them now. So I like the Bills to win this thing, and you're getting them at plus 195. So I think there's some value there to be had as well.
Look at T-Money bringing in the flat bets too. Good job, man. Hey, we're talking about the East. The Bills and Dolphins tied last year, and then they went to the tiebreak. Remember, the Dolphins fell apart, lost the last two games. And T-Money, I'll tell you for sure it's not the Patriots in this division, okay?
No.
All right, the other three teams could all make the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Jets and the Dolphins are trending up. I'm going with the team with the best coach and the most motivation, the team that should have won the East last year and blew it. And that's not going to happen again. I'm going Dolphins to win this. Do you know they rank second in the NFL in yards per play? And their schedule is one of the easiest in the NFL. There's another stat for you for Dolphins to win the AFC East from G-Man.
I can see it.
Let's go AFC North and talk about those four teams. Who you like there, man?
I mean, this is a fun division. A lot of young quarterbacks here. So, I can see any one of these teams popping and any one of these teams exploding. I don't really like betting any of these teams, even though I am choosing the favorite to win. So I like the Texans. I think they added a lot of weapons. They brought in Mixon and Diggs.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Who did you say? What AFC?
That's okay. We can do AFC South. Go ahead.
Okay. Apologies. I got the wrong division here. That's what's next on my list. Sorry.
Yeah,
AFC South. I apologize here. Going to AFC South. I'm going with the Texans. Okay. I think, like I said, they just brought in some good weapons. They have good coaching. They got to keep their offensive coordinator. CJ Stroud's only going up. I like the direction they're headed. I could legitimately see the Colts and the Jags and shit if Will Levis looks awesome. He has great weapons with Ridley and Boyd and Hopkins. So I can see any of these teams shocking someone, but I think the Texans got it here. I don't like betting any of these guys. Texans at plus 105, not an interest, but I think the Texans win this division.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what, no way on the Titans, okay? Titans are in trouble. They're out.
New coach.
No way. I'm not going. I like the four young quarterback fun. I like that. But Houston won last year and is more improved. They're more experienced. All three teams could be in the running, though, Team Money, in the last couple of weeks. I don't doubt that it's going to be close. And Houston's December schedule is brutal. So they better start strong. Here's their finish. They finished Jags, Dolphins, Chiefs, Ravens before they finish with Titans. Damn. They got a tough schedule finish here, but I'm still going with Houston with you.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Let's go to AFC North then and see what you like there.
AFC North, you know what I'm doing. Bengals, baby. We're staying healthy finally. Woo! Case is going to play. Burrow's going to play everything. We have a top 10 offensive line, it seems like, for the first time in Joe Burrow's career. Our defense is stout, and we got to keep all of Zach Taylor in place, and our defensive coordinator Lou Amorado didn't take a job, so we got to keep him in place. I like the Bengals to finally break the glass ceiling and win this division, get to host a playoff game here. It's just, I like where the Bengals are headed this year. I think it's their year. I think the Ravens are going to have a hangover from losing to the Chiefs. I think there's going to be a tight race for those two at the top, but Bengals finally pulling this thing off.
Well, I love your Bengals, but hey, man, it's hard to believe they finished last year in this division.
Yeah.
And it was not just a Joe Burrow issue. They were 5-5 last year before Burrow got hurt. They've never started well.
Yeah.
Since Joe Burrow's been there, they don't come out of the gates.
Yeah.
And they get behind. And that's why I'm picking the Ravens to win this division. They won by two games last year, this division. Mm-hmm. They have the strongest defense in the division, maybe the conference. Ravens again, man.
Yeah, I can see it. It's tough. I'm just being a homer right now. I think if everything clicks, the Bengals can be dangerous.
Well, we love that you're a homer. Let's go to the AFC West. And what do you like there? And then we'll pick our AFC champion.
All right. So we're both just going to say Kansas City and move on. This is a foregone conclusion. All these teams are kind of look, I love Harbaugh. I think he's going to make the Chargers dangerous. Bo Nix and Sean Payton seem to be the new Drew Brees, combination. I like them. The Raiders are the Raiders. They're horrible. But Kansas City's got this in the bag. Not even a question. So I don't even think they're minus 270. It's a joke.
Yeah. And the other three teams did not make the playoffs last year, and the other three teams will not make the playoffs this year. Let's go to the playoffs. Who are your 7 teams that are in? You gave us 4. Who's the wild card? Who's the 3 wild cards?
That's a great question, Gary. So I didn't even.
Mine?
Yeah, you start with yours here.
Yeah, I've got the winners of the division, so the Dolphins, Ravens, Houston, and KC. I'm going wild. I'm putting the Bills in on that wild card. You think they're going to win the division? I got them in as the wild card in the East. I'm also bringing the Jets from that East. I'm going Bills, Jets, Dolphins, all coming from that East. And I'll bring in the Bengals with the Ravens to round out my 7.
All right. Well, my next 3 are going to be the Miami Dolphins. And then I have the Baltimore Ravens. And then I have the Los Angeles Chargers sneaking in there. I think that they are sleeping giant here. They're just going to be the Ravens of the West Coast. No one's going to really know about them. They're going to run the damn ball. They're going to be stout on defense. And you're going to look up and you'll be like, what the hell? These guys won 10 games and they slip into the playoffs.
Well, that would be good to see them come back. Who do you like? Who beats who in the AFC Championship?
Oh, who beats who in the AFC Championship here? I have Kansas City winning this thing again, and they're going to beat the Bengals. It's another legendary matchup of Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow, but Kansas City can't be stopped for this three-peat. They seem like a team of destiny right now. Look, I'll be cheering my heart out for the Bengals, but I think Kansas City, it looks unstoppable right now.
Well, that's a good call. Good, safe. Go and chalk on me, man. You're going chalk on me. But Cincinnati's a little bit of a pull there.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Kansas City's in this game too, but I'm not picking them to win, T-Money. I remember I picked the Dolphins to win that East, so I like them, but they're 1-6 in the playoffs. They do not play well on the road. I don't trust them in the playoffs, so Dolphins, sorry, man. Even though I love you in the East, you don't do it here. I got Ravens over KC here. Rematch of last year's 17-10 loss. The Ravens have the defense. They got the D. So they can shut them down like they did last year, but they got to score. They brought in some new people. They got Derrick Henry. They got some good draft picks. and Lamar's healthy. And the last team that three-peated T-Money, it's not happened since Vince Lombardi and the Packers won 3 titles in a row. All the teams, there's been 9 teams that won back-to-back titles. None of them, other than those first Packers with the Lombardi, none of them have three-peated, and it's not going to happen again. Sorry, Kansas City.
That's tough. All right.
Hey, thanks to our show sponsor, Blue Tees Golf. We finish out the AFC. We got our AFC champions. We're working our way to the NFC. Going to pick our Super Bowl champion here. Hey, go to BlueTeesGolf.com. Find high quality, affordable golf products. Help your golf game, baby, before the fall comes. Come on. Things like speakers, rangefinders. Enter the coupon code FSHS. Get a 10% discount on your full orders. Okay, also do us a favor. Press that like and subscribe, y'all. Help us continue to bring you fun and father-son content every week. We're going to the NFC East. T-Money, it's the East. Who do you like out of these 4 teams here?
Oh man, spicy here. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys. All right. I know the Eagles are favored, but there's a lot of speculation coming out of the Philadelphia that the head coach and the quarterback don't like each other. There's still a lot of question marks about this defense. I know they're going to be electric on offense, but this team fell apart at the end of the year. They were one of the worst teams in the league for the last month and a half. So I'm doing it for the first time in like 20 years. They're going to have a back-to-back NFC East champion in the Dallas Cowboys. I like them a lot, plus 175 right now. The Eagles are favored by a lot. I think there's a little too much overhype. The Dallas Cowboys might have the best, or do have the best defense, and they still have a prolific offense. This offense got better once Kellen Moore left, and Kellen Moore's Philadelphia's OC now. So it's going to be an interesting one, but I like Dallas. They're being slept on a little bit, and Eagles a little overhyped.
Yeah, Dallas bringing in Dalvin Cook. He signed today, going down there to run with Zeke. But Dallas won the conference last year. Philly blew it down the stretch, man. They lost their last 2 and blew it. And it's the Eagles and Cowboys again here. No way on the Giants. No way on the Commanders. I don't care how much hyping you're giving them. The Eagles imploded last year, and because of that T-Money, they've taking steps on both sides of the ball. They want this. They're motivated. Dallas, I haven't seen Dallas do much anything new. I'm going Eagles.
All right.
Let's go NFC North T-Money with the Lions team, the Lions grouping.
All right. NFC North here. I'm taking the chalk here. I like the Lions. I think they are just looking like they're going to be a problem in the NFC for years and years to come here. I like where they're headed. They're stacked. They have the best offensive line, an amazing 1-2 punch at running back, elite wide receivers. Their defense is the only thing that I'm a little worried about, but I think that their heart or toughness they play with will help them. Hutchinson's a great defensive end, so I like this team a lot. Detroit's going to win this division, but it's a tough one.
Yeah, they won by 3 games last year over the Packers. 3 games up. Lions are the best. I'm agreeing with you. I'm going Detroit too. They're proven, and they should get better. These other teams, we think they're going to be good, and we think they can win it, and they might make the playoffs. Any of the 4 teams I could see making the playoffs, but no, I think Detroit wins it. Let's we're together on that one, T-Money. Let's go to the NFC South. Here we go. What do we think here?
Yeah, NFC South. Okay, everyone's in love with the Falcons and what they're doing with Kirk Cousins, and I think they're going to be good. I like them a lot, but I like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to be a sleeper in this division. All right, I think they're really, really solid team. They won the division last year. Baker's now just getting comfortable on this team. They have a young, hungry defense. They got a good offensive line, and they got good weapons. I just think that they're going to be a problem in this division. Yes, Atlanta's going to be good, but Kirk Cousins coming off an Achilles. They have a defensive-minded head coach in Atlanta too. So even though I like him a lot, he's not a world breaker at scheming up anything. I think this is going to come down to the last week. So this is a coin flip for me. But I like Tampa Bay especially because they're at plus 290. You can get pretty good value on them. And so if you're actually betting, I would like Tampa Bay. But really, I can see either of these teams coin flipping for the division to win 9 games at the end of the year.
Yeah. Tampa and New Orleans tie last year. Tampa wins on the tiebreak, eliminates the Saints on the tiebreak. Tampa goes to the playoffs. And T Money, I'm with you too, T Money. Will Atlanta improve as much as they hope to? They have a new coach, they have a new quarterback, new pieces on defense. They're bound to improve, but I'm
Yeah.
not buying the hype either, T Money. I'm going Tampa.
All right.
Bake the cake, man. Bake the cake, bake the cake, and take this one home, my man Baker.
That's
Only
awesome.
one team in that division makes the playoffs. Only
Yep.
one team, and that's the only one. Hey, let's go to the NFC West. And T Money, what do you like here?
All right. This is one of my favorite bets of all the divisions here.
Oh,
I like
okay.
the Rams. The Rams
Okay.
plus 330 right now to win their division. This team is a sleepy, sleepy team for some reason. This team went to the playoffs last year. They almost beat the Lions in the playoff game that they had. They should have won, it felt like. So I really like this team. They have a great offensive line, a brilliant head coach. They have good weapons in Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. If this team, like we said, stays healthy and Stafford and Kupp are healthy all year, this team can win this division easily and be a problem in the NFC. Sean McVay also has Kyle Shanahan's number. He beats him way more often than Kyle Shanahan beats Sean McVay. So I like the Rams a lot. I think they have a lot of phenomenal pieces on this team. So just watch out. They're sleeping giant, man. Watch out. Plus 330. Go get that. That's a bet I love this year.
Okay, nice one. Nice pick. And 49ers win this division by 2 games last year over the Rams. T Money likes the Rams to get it this time. I'm going with the better team. I'm going 49ers. I would not be surprised if the Rams do it. I'm not saying you're not off the mark there, T Money. It's those 2 teams. I think the Cardinals will get better, but not enough to contend on defense. Their offense will be good, but defense, no, it's not up there yet. So I'm going with San Fran here to win this division. So right. I'll give you my playoff guys while T Money's thinking about it. So I've got the Eagles, the Lions, Tampa Bay, and the 49ers as my division winners. My wild card is I'm going Cowboys. Cowboys get in there with the Eagles, but will the Cowboys do well in the playoffs? We know they have issues. I'm going Packers to get in with those Lions. Packers get in on the wild card. I'm going with T Money's Rams to get in with the 49ers. Tampa, the only one from that South.
All right. My 3 extra teams this year on top of Tampa Bay, Detroit, Rams, and Cowboys. I'm going the Niners get in here. I think they're still going to be a good team. I love the Packers, young, hungry team, the youngest team to ever make the playoffs and to win a playoff game. So they are just only on the up. And then my final is not the Philadelphia Eagles. It is the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams. This team is too stacked right now on offense and defense. Caleb Williams is going to shatter some ceilings here, pull a CJ Stroud, get him in the playoffs, just like CJ Stroud did. I love where this team is headed. The Chicago Bears are just a sneaky good team everywhere. And so as long as Caleb plays well, this team should win 10 games.
I said any of those 4 teams could make the playoffs, so I can't say no to you there. I did say the same thing, but big pick there. So let's go to the NFC Championship game. In that NFC Championship game, T Money, I see the Eagles knocking off the 49ers. They finally get them. Eagles onto the Super Bowl.
Another rematch. Okay. The Eagles get back there after a tough down year.
Eagles get back. Get back.
I don't think either team makes it. I think this is going to be the Rams over the Detroit Lions.
Wow, man. All fresh blood.
I think the Rams are just being totally slept on. If they are playing their A game, and you saw it last year, they went toe-to-toe with Detroit, who then went toe-to-toe with the Niners, who then went toe-to-toe with Kansas City. This was a coin flip in the AF and the NFC last year. It felt like any one of those teams could have won. And so I like the Rams here. I think the Rams get some redemption on Detroit after losing to them last year. And again, as long as this team stays healthy, Sean McVay might be the brightest offensive mind in the NFL. And so coming out of the NFC, I like the Rams.
Well, T Money, so you got Kansas City in from the AFC. You got the Rams from the NFC. Who do you like to win the Super Bowl?
Man, this would be tough. I would hate to go against Sean McVay in a Super Bowl just because he is such a genius. But unfortunately, he's going against the best offensive mind that has ever been in the NFL.
And quarterback.
And the quarterback too. And that's Andy Reid. Kansas City is going to win this thing. They're going to will their way to a three-peat.
T-Money calls the three-peat.
I'm calling the three-peat. I hate doing it. I hate going chalk. That's why I went crazy on the NFC, okay? I took the Rams over Detroit in the NFC. Cut me some slack, audience, okay?
You did.
So
you did.
I'm not trying to go total chalk here. I just think they're a team of destiny right now. And they got a great defense. They got a great offensive line. They got a great run game. They got great everything. So, I like the Kansas City to pull this thing off, and Kansas City over the Rams.
Well, Pete Prisco on CBS Sports just picked Buffalo over Green Bay. No way, Pete.
Crazy.
No way. Pete doesn't know how to pick anyway. I don't know what. Buffalo over Green Bay. No way. But hey, man, I picked the Ravens in that AFC champion game. They're going to win that. I've got them facing off against the Eagles, who get revenge and get back in the Super Bowl again. And this time, it's going to be the Ravens team, money. The Ravens go get their Super Bowl. They had the NFL's best record last year, best record during the regular season. They fell one win short of making the Super Bowl in that 17-10 loss against Kansas City, and it's grating on them. It's grating on them. Their defense, I love their defense. That's why I think they can do it. And Lamar's healthy. And with that combination and that revenge factor, I think they go in and get it this time.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. They're great teams. That's fun. I can see it. That's a great pick.
Well, good picking, T-Money. That was fun. We got our picks. We locked them in. I got them written down. We'll see how we do. And, of course, we'll get some bets in on some of those ones that we think are really good and really winnable. Nice picking, T-Money. Let's go there. Let's get the strategy going here for some fantasy managers. Yeah. We have the drafts coming up. Still some drafts have happened, and some are still going to happen this weekend. Some are happening right as we speak. Mm-hmm. But let's get these fantasy managers ready. Let's talk a little fantasy. Couple questions for you, T-Money, on fantasy. And we're going to shift gears here. And T-Money, we're going to talk about ride or die people. We want your ride or die running back, ride or die wide receiver. By ride or die, we mean you want them in all your drafts if you're in multiple leagues, and you're confident that you'll win your league because of them.
Yeah.
So who's your ride or die running back, T-Money?
Oh, man. Okay. This is a guy. And look, I know everyone wants Christian McCaffrey. Everyone wants Bijan. Like, yeah, you're going to draft those guys. But this is a guy I'm willing to reach for. This is a guy I'm looking for at the end of the first round. You know, I'm willing to take a risk on this guy. And that's Isaiah Pacheco. I can't leave. I can't leave any draft without this guy. He was RB8 at the end of the year for the second half of the year. I think they're going to be running everything through him. I think having Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, all these guys being able to stretch the field more than ever is going to open up opportunities for him. I think they're going to want to protect Patrick Mahomes throughout the season. He's a guy I need. He's going to be a top 5 RB5 guy. So every draft I want him. And then I got to just say later in the draft, who I don't want to leave without is the Connor Trey Benson stack.
Oh, now we're giving 2. Okay, now we're giving.
I'm sorry,
giving 2.
I know, Gary. I know you're about to give me 15. Yeah. I know you're about to give me 15 answers. So I had to throw in my second one. That's a late stack that I don't want to leave a draft without. I don't. Connor Benson stack. That Connor's going to start as an RB1. Benson might finish as one. So just get that stack if you can.
Yeah, I got you. I'm with you on that. Hey, man, I'm going to give you real life who I'm counting on. My real life ride or die guy, because I already had one draft that I'm done with. That's a redraft. I mean, and he's on my team. And I've got a fantasy team that we already kept our 7 top players, and he's one of those. So this running back's on both of my teams, and he better doggone do it. He's on a new team. He's on the team behind me. He's with Jalen Hurts. He's running the ball behind me, and he's in a Philly uniform. He's not on the Giants anymore. It's Saquon. Saquon, you got to do it this year, or my teams are going down, baby. I need you to be an Eagle. I need you to fly, Saquon. I need you to fly like an eagle, Saquon. Come on, baby.
All right. G-Man's got his ride or die. I love it. Saquon's going to have a big year, I feel like. Here's my ride or die wide receiver, okay?
Okay.
This guy, again, a Kansas City Chief. I can't believe I'm doing two of them. Rashee Rice. Okay.
Oh,
This
another
guy,
cheat. You're
this guy
riding
was
your Super Bowl team.
this guy was finishing as a wide receiver one at the end of the year, helping a lot of guys win their leagues because he was basically picked off the waiver wire. And now, for some reason, we're letting this guy go in like high 20s in wide receiver rankings. He's like the 50th overall pick. It's crazy just because he might get suspended, but he's not going to now. And then they signed Hollywood Brown. Well, he's hurt. He's out. This guy can be a league winner at his value. He's a wide receiver one on possibly the highest scoring team. All right. Kelsey's getting old. They were starting to go away from him a little bit towards the end of the year, and they're going to save him for the playoffs. So this guy Rice is a phenomenal value. You're getting a wide receiver one in the 50s in your draft, at your ADP. So that's a guy I'm targeting in every single draft. And then again, a late guy I don't want to leave without Deontay Johnson. He's a target hog, has been since his day one in Pittsburgh. I don't want to leave many drafts without that guy. There's so much value there getting Deontay Johnson in like the 70s as a wide receiver one option, and Dave Canales offense too. So I really like that.
T-Money unloaded like 5 or 6 of them that time. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I'll give you mine. I got a few more than one, though, this time. Remember, I told you I had a redraft league and a dynasty league. Okay, in my redraft league, here's what I really need to be successful. I got 3 receivers. My top 3 receivers are all rookies. My rookies got to come. My rookies got to come and do it. Marvy, Ladd McConkey, and Brian Thomas. Those are my rookies. They got to do it because that's my only receivers. So there you go. I'm riding or dying on the rookies in my redraft. But in my dynasty league, I need one guy, and he was on the sidelines today. He didn't even practice today. And his name is Jamar Chase. And that man can play the game. He's a top 3 wide receiver. I argue he's a top 1. And he wants top guy money. Cincinnati, pay him higher than JJ. They're both from LSU. And Jamar is the better LSU player, JJ, and give him a $1 more than JJ, Cincinnati, and get Chase back out there.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
It's like, hey, that's it. That's it, everyone. Hilarious. Hey, we're going to wrap up the show. Get ready, everybody. Next week, Thursday, we got the Ravens at Kansas City. A couple teams, Team Money and I were just talking about. And then Friday, we pick it up again. Green Bay, that team Money loves, at Philly, the team that I told you was going to do it this year in the NFC. So some of the teams you just talked about going at it next Thursday, Friday to kick off the season. We'll be back before then, though, to give you some picks. That's it for today's show. We hope you had some fun hanging out with us. Father Son loves bringing you the NFL energy. On behalf of Team Money, I'm G-Man. See you next week.
Peace.